Welcome to Coin Finder. Are you ready to uncover the hidden treasures that time has left behind? Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your journey into the world of rare coins, you've come to the right place. Today, we're diving deep into numismatic history, exploring coins that carry memories, stories, and yes, even unexpected value. For those of you who've seen it all, from pre-democracy eras to economic upheavals, a coin's true value goes far beyond what's stamped on its surface. But here's a question for you. Do you know which coins are worth more than you think? Today we ask, what if that old coin sitting in your drawer could be worth $56,000? On CoinsQuester, we don't just talk about the rarest finds, we're revealing secrets to growing your collection, understanding real coin value, and showing how even the most common-looking coin might be hiding a fortune. South Africa, gentlemen, remember the 1965 2-cent coin from South Africa? To most, it was just pocket change, but today this copper beauty might be worth thousands, depending on its condition. Let's rewind. 1965 was a time of transition in South Africa, politically, socially, and economically. The 2-cent coin minted that year wasn't just a currency, it was a snapshot of the country's identity at the time. Back then, nobody imagined this coin would become a sought-after collector's item. But here's the twist. Some 1965 South Africa 2-cent coins are now selling for up to $56,000 in auctions and private sales. Yes, you heard that right. Let's break it down. Coin details: front, obverse, side design. Features Jan van Riebeeck, the Dutch colonial administrator and founder of Cape Town. His portrait was widely used on South African currency during this era, a symbol of the early colonial period. Back, reverse, side design. Depicts two sparrows perched on branches, representing peace, harmony, and the natural beauty of South Africa. Below is the denomination 2C, with South Africa, Suid-Africa, and the year 1965 encircling the design. Metal composition. The 1965 2-cent coin was made of bronze, which gives it a rich, warm tone and a lasting quality. Edge. Plain edge, but don't let that simplicity fool you. This coin holds secrets, value, and collectability. While many 1965 2C coins remain in circulation or in collections, only a few were preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition. A perfect mint state coin, with no wear, scratches, or discoloration, can fetch up to $56,000 on the collector's market today. These coins are especially prized if they were part of proof sets, special mintings, or have unique mint errors. What influences the value? Condition. The better the condition, the higher the value. A graded MS65 Plus coin is where the big money lies. Rarity. While the 2C was common in circulation, uncirculated versions or error coins from this year are extremely rare. Demand. Interest in pre-1970s South African coins is growing, especially among collectors looking to preserve African and colonial history. If you had known then what you know now, would you have held on to that little 2-cent coin? For many, it was just change. But today, it's a lesson, a reminder that in times of economic or political change, even the smallest coin can hold lasting value. Have you ever lost wealth to inflation? Have you watched your savings evaporate? Or maybe you've kept a few coins from the past, just in case. This coin is a reminder of resilience, and for some, a very real return on memory. If you've got old South African coins tucked away, now's the time to dig them out. That little bronze 2C from 1965, it could be your hidden treasure. Comment below. Have you ever come across this coin? What do you remember from the era when it was in circulation? Like this video if you've ever thought this old coin might be worth something. Share this with someone who grew up in 60s or 70s South Africa. Maybe they've got one of these coins in a drawer, And don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell, because next time on Coin Finder, we're uncovering more forgotten coins with unbelievable value. Stay curious, stay informed, and let's keep unlocking the treasures of the past together. Are you ready to uncover the hidden treasures that time has left behind? Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting to explore the world of rare coins, you've come to the right place. Today, we're diving deep into numismatic history, coins that hold memories, stories, and even unexpected value. For those of you who've seen it all, from the days of tight economies to shifts in political landscapes, you know the value of a coin goes far beyond what's stamped on it. But do you know which coins are worth more than you think? Have you ever wondered if the coins you've tucked away in drawers or boxes could turn into a valuable investment? On Coin Finder, we're not just talking about the rarest finds, we're sharing the secrets of growing your collection, understanding the real worth of old coins, and how even the most common-looking ones might hold secrets that could make you real money. Gentlemen, remember when the 1981 5-cent coin from South Africa was just part of everyday change? It wasn't just metal, it was a reflection of a time, of lives lived under one of the most complex economic and political systems in history. But what if I told you that this old South African coin could be worth much more than you ever imagined? Stick around to the end and you might be surprised by just how valuable it really is today. This opening immediately grabs attention by connecting to real life, how small coins were part of our daily transactions and experiences. Have you kept any of those old coins? Did you ever stop to think that they could become highly sought-after collectibles? In 1981, a 5-cent coin didn't mean much, it could barely buy anything even back then. But that's the thing about coins. Their value isn't just in what they could buy, it's in the story they tell and the history they carry. Looking back, would you have held on to more of your change? Would you have seen it as an investment in your future, rather than just another piece of pocket money? This coin represents more than its face value, it's a lesson. A lesson in how even the most ordinary pieces of currency can become significant over time. Especially in regions with rapidly shifting economies, a coin like this holds meaning, memory, and now market value. Have you ever felt the impact of watching your money lose value or become obsolete? Have you ever looked back and thought, if only I'd kept that coin? Front, obverse, side design. The obverse side of the 1981 5-cent coin from South Africa features the coat of arms of the Republic of South Africa, a symbol of national identity and governance. It includes intricate details such as a shield, figures representing unity and industry, and traditional elements that speak to the country's complex heritage. The text SUID Africa and South Africa encircle the top of the design, representing the country's dual language policy at the time. The year 1981 is inscribed at the bottom, marking the year the coin was minted. Back, reverse, side design. The reverse side features a blue crane, a native bird of South Africa and a national symbol. The bird is shown mid-stride, symbolizing grace, vigilance, and the nation's natural wealth. The denomination 5C appears prominently on the side, denoting the coin's value at the time of issue. Additional elements. The coin has a reeded edge, a common feature used as a security measure to prevent tampering or clipping. It's made primarily of copper nickel, which was typical for lower denomination coins in that era. Value and collectability. Today, the 1981 5-cent coin from South Africa may no longer be in everyday use, but that doesn't mean it's worthless. Quite the opposite. Depending on its condition and minting specifics, it can fetch a high price on the collector's market. In fact, in rare cases, this coin has reached values up to $1 million, particularly if it's a proof specimen, in pristine uncirculated condition, or part of a rare error batch. Who would have thought, right? That coin you may have tossed aside could now be considered a historical artifact, a symbol of an era, and for collectors, a true treasure. Numismatic value is a coin from a politically significant period in South African history. The 1981 5-cent piece holds strong appeal to collectors worldwide. Its value is shaped by factors like coin grade, rarity, and historical relevance. Coins that are uncirculated or have minting anomalies are particularly sought after, especially by international collectors focusing on African or post-colonial currencies. Current market value: the general market value of a 1981 South African 5-cent coin in circulated condition may range from a few dollars to several hundred depending on quality. However, coins in flawless condition, especially those with unique minting features or included in commemorative sets, can reach up to $1 million in private sales or auctions. Collector demand: interest in South African coins from the 1980s has grown significantly, driven by collectors seeking coins that represent political change and economic shifts. Rarity and demand are closely linked. The fewer of these coins in pristine condition, the higher their market value climbs. Key factors affecting value: condition: uncirculated or mint condition coins hold the highest value. Rarity: coins with mint errors or limited runs become more valuable over time. Demand: interest in South African coins and political-era numismatics continues to grow. If you've held on to old coins like this, or if you remember the days of carrying small change that no longer exists, leave a comment below. What do you remember most from that time? What did those coins teach you about value, history, or wealth? Like this video if you found yourself thinking back to the days when a 5-cent piece meant something, and share it with someone who lived through that same era. Let's get the conversation going. Let's find out how many of us still have these old treasures tucked away. And don't forget to subscribe, because we're going even deeper into the hidden stories of coins from around the world. Who knows? You might just discover that your old change is more valuable than you ever imagined. Stay curious. Stay informed. Let's unlock the treasures of the past together.
Hey there, coin lovers. Welcome back to Coin Finder. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss one of our deep dive videos into hidden treasures from around the world. Today I have something truly intriguing for you, a coin that many people overlook, but which hides a twist at the very end that'll shock you. We're talking about the 1993 20-cent coin from South Africa. On the surface, it looks like an ordinary small denomination piece, but stay with me, because by the end I'll show you why some claim a value that seems almost unbelievable: $24,000. Let's break this down step by step: the history, the design, the rarity, the market realities, and then the dramatic claim. Picture this. It's 1993, South Africa is going through big changes. New coins are minted in the third decimal series, 1990 to 2011, in Pretoria. The 1993 20-cent piece is struck in bronze-plated steel, sometimes called brass-plated steel, to keep costs down. On the obverse side, you see the old South African coat of arms, with inscriptions South Africa and SUD Africa, and the date 1993. That design is credited to the artist Arthur Sutherland. Flip it to the reverse, and there is the King Protea flower, the national flower of South Africa, with 20C marking its denomination. The reverse design is by Susan Erasmus. In that year, about 134 million of these 20-cent coins were struck. That's a huge mintage. Because of that large number, for basic circulated examples, this coin is not intrinsically rare. Now, having said that, in numismatics, rarity is only one part of the equation. The condition matters enormously. A coin in very fine or extremely fine is worth much more than a beaten-up, worn, circulated one. Let's look at examples from dealers to see realistic pricing. One dealer lists a 1993 20C in VF, very fine, condition for about €11.95, US $12.13. Another listing shows the coin in good, collectible condition selling for around €5, US $5.33. Meanwhile, on eBay, a normal specimen is offered for US $3.59, so here's the realistic market. For average or worn condition, a few dollars. For better preserved, perhaps $10 or $20, maybe more in some rare cases. Nothing magical by itself. So where could a claim of $24,000 come from? That's where things get interesting and speculative. Often, stories of huge values come from error coins, varieties, or coins with unique anomalies, misstrikes, double dies, planchet flaws, or other minting mistakes. A completely unique error, combined with superb condition, might command a collector's premium. But for the 1993 South African 20C, there is no broadly documented or accepted error variant commanding that kind of astronomical price in mainstream numismatic resources. Another angle is sensationalism. You might find videos or posts claiming that this coin is worth millions for clicks and views. Be very careful. Many such claims are exaggerated or unverified. In fact, there's a YouTube video titled Rare 1993 South Africa 20 cents coin, What Makes It Worth $15 million, which plays on exactly that kind of drama. However, that doesn't mean there isn't room for surprises. Suppose someone found a coin with a double strike, or off-center by a massive margin, or made from wrong metal, or some mislabeled pattern piece. If that error were truly unique, certified by a major grading service, and desired by a high-end collector, then a buyer might pay in the thousands or tens of thousands for the story as much as the metal value. So the $24000 claim is likely referencing such a hypothetical extreme error variant, or it may be purely promotional. Unless the coin is authenticated, graded, and matched by auction result records, treat the claim skeptically. Now, for your viewers aged 55 to 65 plus, think of the excitement in uncovering a hidden treasure. Imagine that small coin in your drawer that most would dismiss, but it might harbor a secret. Even if the $24,000 price is speculative, that aura of possibility is what draws in the serious collector. And if someone does ever present a coin of that series that truly justifies such a price, that's a headline. If you are making this into a video, you can show close-ups of the coin, especially the obverse, reverse, edge, and any surface details or anomalies. Compare normal examples versus rumored error ones. Overlay text showing the specifications, diameter, weight, metal. Walk your audience through what to look for: doubling, misalignment, unusual metal coloration, planchet flaws, rim anomalies, tool marks. That's where true value hides. Also emphasize, always seek certification by a trusted coin grading service, PCGS, NGC, etc. That brings transparency and credibility, especially for large values. Without certification, claims are just stories. Okay, bringing it home. After examining the history, design, typical market pricing, and the possibility of sensational claims, here is the dramatic reveal. If a truly unique error variety of the 1993 20 cents coin were discovered, verified, and marketed to deep-pocket collectors, some have speculated it could fetch as much as $24,000. But to be clear, that's not a documented auction result for a regular coin. It's a speculative ceiling tied to a speculative rare error possibility. Most ordinary 1993 20C coins trade in the single-digit to low tens of dollars, depending on condition. If you ever come across a 1993 South Africa 20C coin that looks different, don't dismiss it. Photograph it, check it under magnification, compare to known examples, and consider sending it to grading for authentication. Because if it is unique, that quiet coin in your hand might just become headline news. Thanks for watching. I hope this deep dive gave you new insight into what seems like an everyday coin but hides a layer of mystery. If you enjoyed this and want more videos about secretly valuable coins you already own, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell. Drop a comment. What coin in your collection do you think might hide a surprise?